Alrighty, so if you saw in the previous video, I got this thing turning back on again. It was flashing red and not doing anything. And I also looked up the ModChip diagrams for it and came to the conclusion that the Modbo 5 should work, I guess. We'll find out. So to do that, unfortunately I have to pull the board out again and you just put it in. So anyway. We'll see. I think I'm buying some more of these systems to pull them apart and make more videos about them because there's not a whole lot of information about them on the internet, especially YouTube. The whole ModChip thing, it looks like it was originally designed, these ModChips were originally designed to work with this, and people sort of just forgot. It showed back up in 2017 or something in some random Russian forum and then didn't get translated till 2019 for the rest of the world. The same forum, I think, where the English file translations came from. So, yes. Now, a lot of these are dicky and broken and the little tabs are falling off, so just to be extra gentle with them. But yeah, as I said in the previous video, the hard drive doesn't click, which is nice. It's not totally fucked, but I honestly don't care that much about the actual DVR function or the XMB. It does look cool, but yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I would never really use it. This is more just a curiosity. Some of these cables, I had to put them in backwards. Doesn't affect their function. They just are a bit broken, and they fit better. They a bit more secure if I do it that way, because if the broken end of the cable is easily accessible, I don't have to pull this thing apart every time I try and assemble it. So I'll leave that. I'll have to come unplugged again. Guy for the tuner. Shit. That. Definitely have to unplug that because it's going to get ripped off. What else? We've got a screw. What with the rest of the screws? Alright. That is still attached by 2 screws. Who the fuck put those there? Fan connector. Can't really see what I'm doing because my fat hands are in the way. Okay, now the optical drive number 1. Like that. And a lot of people say that they have issues with the replacement pickups for the PS2 side in this, and honestly I think that's either down to bad parts or their DVD burner is faulty. Yeah, that's the for the tuner, that guy. This will be connected up here where the power supply's. Also, I might do a conversion of this 240 volts. It's pretty simple. I think you could even squeeze just a standard PlayStation 2 power supply in there, but it's not powerful enough. It's just a 12 volt system, same as PS2. You got ground on this side and you got 12 volts on this side. And there's a big fat fuse there for it. Okay. Oh, the hard drive's still plugged in. Ah, and it's broken too. And there we go. Got him out. So the chip in question is this guy here. It's going to be a bit dicky to get to. I might actually, to make my life 1 trillion times easier. Oh wait, no, I can't. I was going to say I could take off this memory card slot, but it's surface mount. And I don't want to melt it. Alrighty. Time to get to work. Alrighty, so I've got the ModChip installed. It's not very neat. It's not the neatest wiring I've ever seen, but it should work okay. I put some copper tape and grounded it just here, just to sort of attenuate any crosstalk between these signal wires and these ones. In hindsight, I should have done the, I think it's HI A and B wires, which go on the side of the big quad flat pack chip, which is sort of like one of these but bigger. I should have used magnet wire instead, which is just enameled wire, rather than this wrapping wire with the really thick insulation on it, just because the pins are very close together and they sort of melt and makes a mess. But it should be okay. I don't think there's any little bits of metal floating around. So that's the install. I haven't turned this on yet, so this is new to me as well. I think I have it set to AV. Is that AV? No, it's composite. Not composite. Component. Just because I can't remember if this TV is multi-scan or not, because this is a NTSC signal. This is a PAL television. Power's on. Hard drive is winding up, and it went back to sleep. Alrighty. Making a weird noise. Oh my god, it worked! Unable to load config file. That's awesome. So that error's just, why is this TV making such a weird noise? Yeah, so that's awesome. I'm gonna go find a controller and see if we can configure this to boot something. Ah, so exciting. And yeah, so I'll be back in a little bit. Alrighty, so I ran inside, grabbed my pink controller. What's interesting about this is, I just force shut it down. It's in standby, the hard drive is off, but the fan's still running. Really weird. I have a old FreeMic boot drive, just old stock floating around. That I don't think these are configured for the PSX. We'll see, otherwise I can load up Ulaunch Elf onto a USB hopefully and have this auto boot. I said before that the hard drives isn't accessible from PS2 mode. That isn't entirely true. I know from Ulaunch Elf you can, if you don't know what Ulaunch Elf is, it's just a file browser for the PS2. It's just a basic file browser. You can access the hard drive from it. I just completely forgot about that, and that's the reason why this originally died, was because I was rewriting the rewriting the patched menu system to convert this into English. It's all long gone now. Yeah, the hard drives in these are terrible. They were terrible when they were new. I will probably have to watch my own video of how to get back into the configuration menu. I made a video how to get into it because a lot of the Modbo 5s ship with a messed up config, so they're trying to boot an external hard drive. They're trying to boot up a hard drive, which probably has OPL or something on it, and that's not even set up, so that's why it comes up with that load config error. Hold triangle and circle? I really can't remember. I'll have to watch my own video. Alright, I'm gonna go watch my own video of how to do this, and I'll be right back. I was right, this thing, I think it's the same on normal PS2s as well. It switches the output of the menu. By default it's set to composite. There we go, we get the proper boot menu, everything. Alright, so PS2 screens, fixed color, okay. Boot mode. Def 1, Def 2, DVD, auto. Settings saved. Press reset. We don't have a reset button. We have eject. Actually, does this have a reset? Pretty sure it doesn't. Home, up, down, menu, left, right, enter. No. We just have to put it to sleep like a barbarian. Oh, this is so exciting. This has literally just been sitting on the floor for 3 years. I think this should boot the disk upside down. Let's see. What? Why does it have the menu still? It shouldn't. The hard drive is broken. I don't know what that says. My Japanese is not that good. It says, please. Whee! Alright. From memory, that just says something about take it in for service. It's broken, cuz. Alrighty. Let's put it back together. Alrighty, so I've got the system back together now, and I've got this game in it. It still doesn't boot up to the menu, which is understandable. It's all corrupted anyway. Yeah, so the Matrix logo. You can hear the drive initializing, which is on these systems, I think I mentioned it before, is it reads using the DVD burner first because it's meant to boot up into PSX mode rather than PS2 mode, and then it determines what disc it is and it switches to the other mode. But on boot up, it's always going to check the first laser first, unless you boot the console straight into PS2 mode, which you can do with FreeMic boot or hopefully a ModChip. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to restart it, leave the disk in it. That'll eventually go to the red screen with the error about servicing. Off, turn on, hold down the menu button, change mass storage, Dev1, Dev2, DVD, I think I want. So I have to hard reset the console. It does actually save these settings, by the way, when I do it like this. We'll go through all the settings and see. Nah, it's still gonna have that error. Oh, made a noise. Nah, didn't work. I'm gonna keep messing around with this and see if I can get it to do something. Otherwise I'll load up a USB with ULaunch and stuff and see what it does. Alrighty, so I don't even need to set up a flash drive because just remembered there, I forgot I had one of these FreeMic boot cards set up, so I just set it to Dev1 and it boots straight up into ULaunch, and this version of ULaunch I'm pretty sure is compatible, so let's see if we can access the hard drive. Okay, circle. Can't see the hard drive's dead. CDFS, it's in host. Nothing. MISC. Browser. This will probably do nothing. Let me just go to black screen. So under the hard drive manager, it says connected, formatted no. So we go R1. Well, it's fucked anyway. Can't fuck it anymore. Let's just format the hard drive. Destroys all partitions. Okay. Hard drive formatted. Information read. 2 gigabytes. What could that be? File browser, hard drive 0. No, so I have no idea what I formatted that was 2 gigabytes, but the hard drive's 128 gigs. Not 128, 160. Still can't load games though, so I'll put some software onto a flash drive and see what we can do. Let me play around with this, see how we go. Alrighty, so here's the system. It's pretty much the end of the video here. There's not much more I can really do. It loads up programs off a USB or off the memory card perfectly fine. The hard drive, I'll probably end up maybe replacing that because I think it's pretty much screwed. If I throw another hard drive in it, then I can use programs like this one here, which is HDL game installer, and OPL works as well, Open PS2 loader. So I can configure that one to be like the default application and hopefully run that off the hard drive. Just takes a bit of tinkering around to get it all to work. So I'm going to mess around with this for a couple days and I don't know, I might make another video. If you want to see some more things about the PSX, just leave a comment down below. If you have any ideas of different things I can do with the software, just let me know down below as well. Anyway, until next time, see ya.
歩くから。終電終わってたでしょ。いや、歩くから。歩くから。PSX デビュー。ソニー。